In 1999, gaming was changed forever. A game was released that revolutionized the way we play video games and set the standard for it. Now, you may think I'm talking about Super Smash Bros., Mario Party, Pokemon Stadium, or even Pokemon Yellow, Crash Team Racing, or Spyro 2, or Rayman 2, or Sonic Adventure, or Final Fantasy 8. No, 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 no. I'm talking about everyone's favorite video game series about playing as an anime boy using a giant bug net traveling through time to capture mind-controlled monkeys. Of course, I am talking about Ape Escape. My name is Josue,
My name is Simon.
and we are the Panic Brothers. Welcome back to our series, What Happened, where we discuss, literally, what happened to some of our favorite video game series, movies, and everything in nerd culture. If you like today's content, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment for more videos just like this one in the future. Now, today's topic is, in case you couldn't figure it out by now, Ape Escape. Simon, why don't you start us off?
Ape Escape is a really weird series that honestly fell off harder than any other series I can think of. I don't think there's any other series I can name that I know that has fallen harder than Ape Escape. At the time of this recording, the subreddit of Ape Escape has how many followers, Josue?
There are 437 ape catchers on Ape Escape subreddit.
437. Me and Josue had a bigger graduating class. That is some eye-opening statistic right there, dog.
Yeah.
Listen, this series, I'll give you that, was revolutionary in its first use of dual analog sticks. And I think that's what helped shoot it right into the mainstream, where everyone's talking about it. Everyone played the first one on PlayStation. Everyone loved it. But after that, I kind of think it started going downhill, honestly. Even starting at 2, it just really took a hit. And today, I want to go back and forth, hear what your thoughts are on Ape Escape and why you think it fell. And I have some theories on my own too. And then we'll open a discussion for those in the comments on what you guys think is the reason why Ape Escape fell. Should we start with the timeline of Ape Escape?
Yeah, I think for us to really dissect the reasons as to why Ape Escape failed, I think we need to look at the history, especially for this video game series, more important than any other. We start our ape escaping adventures in 1999 on the PlayStation with Ape Escape. As we mentioned, this game revolutionized gaming, and to be honest, it's just insane to think where we might be right now if it wasn't for Ape Escape. I think eventually the DualShock controller with the double analog sticks would have happened eventually, but to think that this was only because of Ape Escape is truly crazy. And the fact that every other video game console adopted it is just wild, really.
It's weird to me too because they didn't adopt it for the same reason Ape Escape had it. Because the second analog stick in Ape Escape, it didn't control a camera.
Yeah.
That controlled your gadgets. And that then became controlling a camera. So it's weird to me that everyone saw us and was like, oh, I see what they're doing, but no, this is a terrible use of this. Let's use it for a real reason, controlling a third-person camera.
Yeah, it's... did you ever play Ape Escape on the original PS1?
I played the original Ape Escape, Ape Escape 2, and the PSP game Ape Escape Academy. I played
Yo, me too. Wow, it's actually really funny how many people played Ape Escape Academy.
Everyone saw this game for some reason. Like, it was around. It was like, I think one of the first PSP games. Maybe I may be wrong about that, but it was like around. Everyone I know heard about it and either played it or just literally felt like it was like a fever dream, and they just remember seeing it.
Yeah, it was really weird. But before we can really talk about Ape Escape Academy, let's backtrack a bit. So we had 1999, we had Ape Escape, followed by, in 2001, we had People Saru 2001. It was a Japan-only exclusive, and it changed the formula up a little bit by, instead of capturing monkeys, you were really playing as Spike, capturing the pants of monkeys, and you had to wash them with a vacuum that was very similar to Luigi's Mansion. It was...
we're not making this up.
Yeah, where I don't know what else to say about that, and for that reason, I will continue forward, because I don't want to talk about that anymore. Uh, in 2002 in Japan and 2003 in America, we had a true sequel to Ape Escape 1 with Ape Escape 2, which had some decent reviews, not as good as the first one, and introduced Jimmy as our new playable main character.
Yeah, he was like the cousin of Spike.
Yeah, yeah. In 2002, also, we had a Ape Escape television show. And it wasn't really a television show, it was just a bunch of shorts with terrible, terrible CGI. And it didn't run for that long, obviously. So in 2004, we had Ape Escape Pumped and Primed, which was a party game for a video game series that had 3 titles in it so far, and one of them was already a spinoff. So by this point, we had 2 main games and 2 spinoffs.
Yep.
And I really don't understand what Sony thought during this period of time where they really thought that a party game was necessary at this time. That's
not even that, but like they thought that already 3 games in, that one of them should be a Japanese exclusive.
That was we can talk about that later. Let's just run through this really quickly. Oof. Ape Escape Academy was the next game, but this one is kind of a weird release. It released in 2004 in Japan, 2005 in Europe, and then 2006 in America. I don't understand what caused this. I really don't understand this. This could have been a great game to release with the launch of the PSP, or at least closer to the launch, but it released in 2006 in America.
I think they were trying to like experiment and maybe with the initial release to see how it did there, but that doesn't even seem right to me. It just sounds like they just weren't ready to release internationally and they just didn't care.
Yeah, oh my, it's such a weird thing, but let's just keep going. 2004 in Japan, 2005 in Europe / Australia, we had the iToy Monkey Mania. I don't know anyone in my immediate family, in my middle school, in my high school, in my college. No one in New York probably had an iToy, so we can just really ignore this title. The iToy was really just a humongous gimmick, and I have no words for it.
That was such a weird. Yeah, I don't know anybody that used it, and I remember seeing it. Like I remember seeing it on games. Like you remember that had the iToy logo on it?
Yep.
And I always thought, man, it must be cool to have that, but I never experienced one ever, and it definitely was gimmicky.
100%. 2005 was a pretty big year for Ape Escape. We had Ape Escape 3 in Japan, which was also released in 2006. So this is the third main game series title in Ape Escape. Ape Escape 3 introduced Kai, can't pronounce his name, and Yumi as our main playable characters. So you had a choice between playing as a boy and a girl. It finally adopted the Pokemon Crystal method of playing video games.
They also got rid of the professor and the assistant too. It was really weird. They got rid of everybody essentially.
Right. And it also introduced a new side little mini game type thing in the game. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, it was like a mini game from Metal Gear where you save Snake at the end. That's actually kind of funny in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. It was really interesting. But what was also really sad is that I got this game and I bought this game and I really liked this game too. I thought this game was pretty decent. But I bought it for $10. They had a humongous sale at Toys R Us. I'll never forget this. And I went to Toys R Us with my mom, and me and my cousin, like, she was like, "All right, you guys can play a game, could pick a game, whatever you want, but it has to be nothing more than $20." And she only said that for me, actually. She didn't even say that for my cousin. She said, Josue, buy a game for $20. I got you. So then I was looking around, and it's funny because the only game that I actually wanted to get that I saw was Ape Escape 3. And
because you actually looked for it when you walked in?
No. I was just looking at all the games, and then I saw Ape Escape 3. And I was like, yo, I actually want that. So I picked it up, and because it was only $10, my mom bought a copy for my cousin too. So,
oh, wow. That's...
Yeah.
God, you know it's bad. You know a game is bad when your mother, when you're younger, saw how cheap it was and was like, you know what, let's get a second one. You know the game is bad if you're picking up a second one.
Well, the game was good, and it didn't have bad reviews. It was just more so that no one was buying it.
No, at all.
Yeah, so that's really the issue with this series. But let's continue because the series does not end with Ape Escape 3. No, no, no. It
It
does
should
not
have.
end with
It
Ape
really
Escape
should
3.
have.
Oh, 2005 also saw another major release, a game that I bought and I had, and I cherished dearly with my PSP, the remake of Ape Escape 1, Ape Escape on the Loose. This game
Wait, you
wasn't really
had
as
that?
good. Yeah, I had it and I played the hell out of it. I loved it.
Oh, dude,
You have a,
gross.
you have a comment to make?
No, 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 it's fine. You know, you can do you. That's fine. Live your life.
I actually really liked it. I mean, it was the first game with a couple of extra things, and the only real issue with it was that because it didn't have a second analog stick, it kind of made things a little harder to play. But
Actually, I heard
overall,
when I was doing research for this episode, I saw a lot of people online saying that that was the thing that put them off because they just could not play the game at all.
yeah, it was playable, but it's very similar to playing Super Mario 64 DS, where like playing Super Mario
It's not
64
really
DS.
there.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea, and yes, you can play it, but there's probably a better way to play Super Mario 64 DS or Ape Escape on the go. Like,
Yeah.
and having it on PSP wasn't the best, but I still really enjoyed it. I played it like crazy. I think I tried getting all the monkeys, but that's neither here or there. Let's keep going. We're still not done yet with this series.
Oh, not even close.
Yep, 2005 saw in Japan Ape Academy 2. Now, Ape Academy 2 never came out in America, so
They
that's
got
not
canceled.
really. No, that's not. It did not get canceled. Wait, you talking about the American release got
The
canceled?
American one got canceled. Yeah.
Yo, okay, yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, 2006 saw the anime for Ape Escape come out. It was a weird. Yeah,
I didn't know there was an anime.
yeah, there was an anime. Yeah,
Oh
because
my
obviously it had
God.
to. It had to
Bro,
get an anime.
why?
It had to. You know, Sonic got an anime.
Everyone
Why
had
not
an
Ape
anime.
Escape? Everyone had an anime. Everyone had an anime, so you might as well give it to Ape Escape. So Ape Escape had an anime for that ran for less than a year, and it was a weird CGI mix. It was weird.
Oh,
It was the
gross.
best looking one out of the 3 series of Ape Escape, but yeah, there is another series in Ape Escape too. Just so be prepared for that one. 2006, we saw Ape Escape Million Monkeys, which is a weird action shooting game that apparently had some
What?
decent reviews. Yeah, it was weird, and it was not like any other Ape Escape game by a long mile. It wasn't. It wasn't a party game. It wasn't a main series title. It was a weird, just
They made a
it was an action
shooter?
game. It was an action game, and I really don't want to talk about it that much because just really weirds me out. This was not the way to go with this series. Because let's just keep going. Lastly, in 2006, we had Ape Escape Racing, which I never once knew existed in my life. And it was also a Japan exclusive because, of course, it is.
Dude, I feel like this is like when a company looks at Mario do Mario Party, Mario Kart.
They tried
Super
doing
Smash,
everything.
we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. And they just kept going.
But for a series not nowhere near as established as Mario, this is just sad.
Here, man.
Well, okay, let's just finish this up because we're still not done, of course. 2007, we saw Ape Escape Big Mission for the PSP as well, which was a follow-up to A Million Monkeys, but also not really. Big Mission used the engine for Ape Escape 3 and just put it on the PSP. And instead of playing as... You do play as Spike in this game, but only for a little bit. But you actually play as the monkeys, capturing other monkeys. I've heard really good things about this game. It may have been a really good game, but it never released in America. 2008 in America, Europe, and 2009 in Japan, we saw Ape Quest, an Ape Escape RPG, because why not? In 2009, we had the Ape Escape cartoon, which was terrible, 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 terrible. If you ever watch it, just don't. You have better things to do in your life than watching the Ape Escape cartoon. 2010
Is this the one that came out on Nicktoons?
2011. What?
Is this the one that came out on Nicktoons?
Yes, that Nicktoons
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
Trash. Literally, it was made with Flash animation, and it looks terrible. Newgrounds has better cartoons than Ape Escape on Nicktoons.
I'm dying right now, dog.
Yes, this is I'm really starting to hate the direction of this series at this point, as you can tell. 2010/2011 in Japan /Europe /Australia /America, we had the absolute worst PlayStation Move.
The nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
The
Ape
nail in the
Escape.
coffin.
Ape Escape. Once you were on PlayStation Move, just say goodbye to your series, because guess what the next appearance of any Ape Escape rep was? Obviously, the next rep was, of course, the Coffin PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. That's where we end the Spike and Kei and Yumi, Kei and Yumi, and Jimmy saga. We end it with PlayStation All Stars. That's how we end the Ape Escape series. And my God, this series is absolute. Oh my God. What better example is there than any other than Ape Escape for showing that a developer has no idea where to take this series, where to take a video game series ever. Oh my God. Oh my
See,
God.
okay. Listen, we need to look at this from an understandable point of view, right? They had some ideas. They just didn't work, and they thought they can save it with more ideas, and it just didn't work. This is an example of just making a game and just literally throwing darts onto a dartboard with ideas and just going with it. Something you should never do with your IP. But unfortunately, they did that.
My God. Oh my God. You see, the difference between Sony and Nintendo, well, the Ape Escape IP and Mario, for example, and there are many differences, many differences between Ape Escape and Mario, is that when Mario decided to explore spin-off titles and spin-off genres, they decided to capitalize on it and actually pave the way forward for how you should make a game in that kind of environment and genre. Mario Kart changed the game for racing games. Absolutely changed it. Mario, every single Mario spinoff, I can't name a really bad Mario spinoff. I know there are. But off the top of my head,
you have Mario Party, which solidified this cool way of playing board puzzle games that people now do. You had Super Smash Brothers that reinvented how fighting works. No one was thinking about shooting people off the screen. They kept reinventing the wheel in different genres. Instead of looking at a genre saying, oh, that people are playing Call of Duty because it's a shooter game, let's just make a shooter game. Like, that's not how it works at all.
And this series is just too many cooks. There's just literally too many cooks. Insert the clip here. Too many cooks.
Oh no, bro. Oh no.
It's too many cooks in the Sony kitchen.
Hold on. The thing is, though, let's look at how it started. Because we mentioned briefly that it started off really, really good. Like the first Ape Escape, they really had something there. They had a game that it was a decent platformer. You had this cool use of two sticks that no one else is using. Granted, the second stick was used for reasons that are unorthodox today, but it was still pretty cool because you can use gadgets that you can direct their direction towards using those sticks. It was a really cool new way of making it work, and the monkeys all had names, personalities. Like the story was a little bit all over the place, but it was okay. Like it was a fun game to play, and the mini games were very engaging. So why is it that when you reinvent it in 2, are you not able to reinvent it in 3 and just stay away from spin-offs? Why do you feel like that after the first and second game, or even between the first and second game, you need to do spin-offs and exclusive titles to your country? Why? That's not how you promote your game at all.
Fans aren't asking for an Ape Escape racing game. That's not what they're asking for. The only spin-off
RPG.
The only spin-offs in this series of games that I've listed that I can see passing was, I think Ape Escape Academy wasn't even bad. I had a pretty decent time with that.
Everyone that played it at least had a really, really good time with that game, honestly. Because
it wasn't the worst, even though it was hard. Some of the mini games were hard for that game. And it didn't have the best critical reception. But my memories of that game were pretty fond. Maybe if I played it again, it wouldn't be as good.
And it makes sense because Ape Escape 1 and 2 and 3 all had mini games. So it makes sense to make a game with just mini games if people really like to play mini games. But nowhere in this series was there an RPG or a shooter or a racing game. So why do it?
Right. The only other spin-off game that I can see being a good pass was Ape Escape Big Mission for the PSP, but I never played it because it never came to America. So that's great. But I heard
Yeah.
really great things about it. And playing as a monkey capturing other monkeys, hey, that's a pretty good idea for a spin-off, I had to say, for the PSP.
Too
Not
bad
the
we never
worst.
seen it though. So
Yeah, we never saw it. So, oh my god. The what I believe 100% was the reason for the downfall of this series was too many spin-off games. There was a period of time where an Ape Escape game was released at least once a year. And at least in Japan, not in America, of course, at least in Japan. And
and
it
to my
was,
knowledge, there was no other development team, right?
I
It's always
mean,
been the same
oh,
one.
no, there's been, wait 1 second, I can't pronounce this one. Hold up. Yeah, there
So
was Sony Interactive Entertainment Japan Studio, Shift,
yeah.
Epics, and Hand. Four different developers
Oh.
for this series. Four
I thought
different
Sony
ones.
Interactive handled the because I know they Sony Interactive handled the main titles, so I assume they did
No,
spin-offs too, but apparently not.
no, 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 no. There were four different developers for Ape Escape, and I really don't know what else to say except that's not a good sign, not a good look. Oh my
Not at all.
god.
But also at the same time, we mentioned that PS Move was the nail in the coffin, and then the permanent "you're never gonna come back" was PlayStation Battle Royale. That was, I mean, not Battle Royale, PlayStation All Stars. Excuse me. That was the ultimate "you're never gonna come back." But it's actually kind of funny because I don't know if you knew this, but for a while, there were two times that Ape Escape was rumored to be coming back.
Yes.
In 2006, there was an ad for an Ape Escape 4 development team that needed some hiring. In 2016,
We had a
Sony
tweet.
teased, yeah, that was like, hey, it's the Year of the Monkey, they're coming back. And then they just didn't do it.
Yeah. That
I like
tweet
to
was
believe what happened in 2016 was after that tweet that Sony got to meet with the development team and they're all talking like, all right, let's make this new game. They're like, all right, what if we made a spin-off? And then as soon as they heard spin-off, they're like, all right, yeah, no, you're going to die.
oh my god. You see, the thing is for me is I don't think we are seeing the end of Ape Escape. Truly, I think we will see it. I think the day will come where an Ape Escape 4 may come out. I truly do
You
think
really
though.
think?
Yes, but I think it won't do well. There has to be some crazy massive marketing for this game, and I highly doubt Sony is going to do that. But the only thing is, and this is the reason why I really have no idea. Ape Escape is a Sony property, and of course, with that, all the Ape Escape games have released on PlayStation. The only thing that sucks is that I can only see Ape Escape living right now on the Nintendo Switch.
You don't think it'll be a PS4 title?
Why? I why? Why?
Like a main series title, you couldn't see it on PS4?
No. I'm sorry.
Really?
No, I can't. I can't imagine after a long, hard day of work, I come home and of all the games I have in my library, let me play Ape Escape 4.
No. You're going through your library, you're like, oh, Devil May Cry 5. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
getting a little too bored of that. What else? I got Spider-Man. Nah, not feeling it. God of War. Ape Escape 4. Yes, that's what I need right now.
exactly. Ape Escape is a game that I feel like if they really want to bring it back into the mainstream, which, good luck. Um, I think the best way to do it is to push it on the Nintendo Switch, as because I feel like that's literally this is the kind of game that I feel like could go really well with quick bursts. You open it, you turn on the oh my god, you open it. Wow. You turn on the Nintendo Switch, you capture a few monkeys, turn it back off as you head into work or go into school. You know what I mean? Like
But I feel like it'd be
it,
more like a mini game, honestly, than more like a story. I feel like they can't make. I can't see them making an interactive main series title of an engaging story and characters on the Switch for this
for,
series. Like it's
first of
got
all,
to be a mini game.
these games never had engaging stories. Let's just get that out of the bat. I
Well,
don't think
yeah,
anyone is
okay,
playing
but
Ape Escape for the story.
you know what I mean. I mean a main series title instead of something gimmicky. But I think it has to be gimmicky if you're gonna bring it onto a Switch and change it up to make it work there. Because I feel
No.
like if you just bring a main series title to the Switch, a bunch of Nintendo fans are gonna be like, I don't want to play this at all. But if it's a mini game that's a party game, you're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just play this whenever friends are over and we're having a couple of
Yeah.
drinks.
Well, I mean, regardless, this game will never come out on Nintendo Switch because it's a Sony property, and Sony will never let that happen. Knowing Sony. But I'm just saying, I feel like it can only live on the Nintendo Switch. But let's do say that Ape Escape 4 actually exists, and will happen. I actually disagree with you. I don't think minigames are the way to go, because if they actually announced, oh hey, we're having Ape Escape Academy 3 for the PS4, who's buying it?
Well, that's the thing. You don't market it like that. I mean, like, really make a brand new series in the Ape Escape game and maybe reinvent how mini games work. Do something cool party games. Because that's going to be your shtick. I don't think anyone wants to play your main story on the Switch or the PS4. Not this generation, at least. Because the fandom is dead. They're dead. They're gone. There's no fans.
You see,
Can I give you, sorry to interrupt. Can I give you an example of how dead this fan base is?
Yeah.
While doing research, I went on a website that said, that one person said, what happened to the Ape Escape series? She asked a question in a thread, right? She posted on May 11th, 2013. No one ever responded to her question. And she closed the thread recently.
Recently?
Yes. It was open for that long.
She waited 6 years for an answer.
And no one said a word. That's how dead this fan base is.
We could have linked this episode as her response. But
if you just kept it open.
Yep. But here we are. We are at this awkward place for Ape Escape. This really awkward place where this series had so much promise at first. So much promise, and Sony ran this IP into the ground. And I do disagree with you in that I truly think that the only way this series can really live on is with a true, proper, really imaginative sequel to Ape Escape 3. And maybe not even call it Ape Escape 3. Remember how we talked about when we were talking about on our Sly Cooper episode that the only way that this series can maybe come back is if it's a complete reboot where the first we don't call it Sly Cooper 5, we call it just Sly Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we would need to do with this.
Those are my same thoughts. I'd about to say, like, don't call it 4. Like, the fan base is the only reason why they play 4 and they don't exist. So you might as well do what you said. Call it like God of War. Call it Sly Cooper.
Yeah, if we just call it Ape Escape, like just a brand new Ape Escape, then maybe we can go somewhere with it. The only issue that we both mentioned is just that, can we really see a new generation of people playing this game? Like,
no, not at all. No. Think about like the gimmick behind how to play Ape Escape. It's so unconventional to use the right stick for anything but camera. Imagine the year 2019, a generation that's never played Ape Escape picking up the sticks and doing that. They're gonna get so fed up so fast. I can't see it working. Absolutely not. That's like pitching the Ocarina of Time camera angles from the N64 era. Now, people will be like, "Wow, I don't know. No, I need a C-stick. I can't do this." No.
I'm talking about. We need an Ape Escape that's like what Breath of the Wild did to Zelda. We need a.
Can you imagine a people monkey like on like a hill overlooking a Hyrule?
Oh, God. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. We can both attest that an Ape Escape RPG, Ape Escape Racing, and a million Ape Escape party games is just not the way to go with this series at all.
I don't see the series coming back at all. I think it's a failure. They all messed up. If I was a development studio, I wouldn't want nothing to do with this. I would want to work on a new title. You cannot pay me enough to work on this series. It's just done. It's gone.
I do think we're going to get Ape Escape 4, and I think that will be the final nail in the coffin. That's what I truly think.
If Ape Escape 4 comes out, I will dance to Tatiana with my boxers on, covered in ketchup.
All right, and thank you for listening to our. What a way to end the episode, Simon. Anyways, you heard it here first, guys. Simon will do that. So,
I hope this doesn't happen.
yep. So, guys, everyone, thank you for listening in to our latest episode on Ape Escape. Catch into our next episode where we dissect Rayman and what the heck happened to him. Make sure to, if you like today's episode, make sure to subscribe and like. And as always, stay tuned for what we have in store. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.